Bruh.
When the beat drops, naked when the beat drops. All the kids are waking up and they're naked when the beat drops. Naked when the beat drops. Naked when the beat drops.
Oh, would you look at this?
Bruh.
Hey traders, welcome to episode 641 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it. We're back. There's a little bit of movement in price. Feeling a little bit better, man. Just a little bit. Sore throat's not really there anymore. So that's good, man, right? We're making it. Bitcoin has made it. It made it to the measure movement. Well, you know, whatever. Give or take a 70 bucks or something, right? And I had this up here. It was way before we even broke out. It was like, this is what you could expect if you broke out right around here. All right, well, you're right around there, and you did pretty much hit it. Okay, but as we know, if it went a little bit lower, 9,600 or so, not bad, right? Not bad at all. Why? Got something called the square up right there. 9685, 9700. And maybe we might get it in time. But I'll tell you this, and this might change, of course, because we just started selling off again. But on the 60-minute, let it be known that there is now somewhat bullish divergence going on. All right, there you go. You got a low, you had some sort of consolidation, and then you're selling off again, not much lower, and you got higher levels of relative strength. You don't even have negative momentum anymore on the 60-minute, man. Okay, so let that be known. All right, still making the higher low, still from the low point to high point, You have not reached an 88% retrace. I think you reached maybe an 80% retrace, an 84% retrace. Let's look at it on the more significant time scale. We're looking for the harmonic development. We're looking for C's pivot point. And just didn't quite get there yet. 96.50. Crypto Cracker, man.
Bruh.
Thanks for the 199 super chat. It says, have influenced my life. 4 shamrocks. 4 4-leaf clovers. You know how rare that is? You know how many... how long I would be in the clover field looking for 4? 4 4-leaf clovers, man. Sorry, dude. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. I don't know if I could do it, but you did the work for me. Thank you for the clovers. Connect. All right. Let's crack like I don't know what's going on my internet right now. I changed out my router, and now it's kind of being weird. My KBS is kind of freaking out. Something else had happened to me when I made my tea. The little sifter, the Vet Moon Boy sifter. Those are all tea leaves. Let me see if I can show you. Bruh. It's empty, and it's all in my tea. There it is, dude. Look, it's Vet Moon Boy himself. See if you can see him. Hey, man. V-Chain doing things yet? Not yet. So, just came by. I mean, we got 49 minutes till a 4-hour close. Interested to see what Power Hour is going to bring us. And that's it, man. It's just going to be a chill Wednesday night stream. You know, going to send back my really expensive, amazing router was supposed to be, but it's so trash it can't even sync up with a smart bulb. All right. So we got the lights back for now. It's raining. Current conditions, thunderstorms. All right. Where else you going to get that, dude? Yeah, dude, it's just straight whiskey, okay? Read the tea leaves, man. The tea leaves are right here. And, you know, if we can get a little bit lower, we could square up. Oh, man. Think about it like this, chat. Oh, this is nuts, okay? Because how do we signify divergence on our oscillators? With our candle closes, not our wicks. So if we got down there with a candle close, any candle close slightly below 9,800 on this 4-hour, and we'd actually be showing technical bullish divergence. It wouldn't be convergence anymore. So if we could go down, somehow get a candle close at whatever, it could be the same because it'd be class B, 97, 89, 9,800, whatever, right in that area, dude. That's what we're talking about, right? We start drawing this out. We could be developing some bullish divergence and still make a lower candle low close, I know, than your previous candle close, but make a higher wick, giving us the the pattern, right? I know it's kind of a lot right there, but it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool, and it could be, I mean, we'll see, because like all this could be great, but if there's no demand and the selling pressure really picks up, well, we could just crack through 9,500 and then sell off. But that's not what you want to do, and I'll show you why you don't want to do that. Because man, it's not looking so great on the daily. Well, at least for the trend, the uptrend. But arguments could be made at this point. Hold on. All right, here it is. Sorry, man, we got sinuses, so mute my mic way more often until, you know, it's all over. But all right, where are we? We're kind of outside, but if this swing low is real, you could even adjust once more because another higher low than the previous low. But I don't know, I'm leaving it this way, but you need to see something. 98.50, what is that? Look no further than left. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2018, you are back testing this support once again. You are, yeah. So really, really need to stay above that. It's in the bull's best interest to always stay above critical supports. All right. And that's where you are. So think about this zone, man. Since August 14th. 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests, 4 tests, 5 tests, 6 tests. Oh, man. Come on, we got to get out of here. We got to bounce off that if you want to see the continuation of this tremendous, astounding uptrend we've been in since the Gartley ushered it all in. February 8th was D-Day for the Kings, the Bitcoin Kings. All right. Can you dig it? Oh, I can always dig it, man. Can you dig it? Bring your shovel. Either way. Okay, so...
Bruh.
Yay, I caught a live stream. My free time is in a perpetual downtrend. Glad you're feeling a bit better, Kings.
Stay at home King, man. Thanks for the $20 of Bitcoin. Much love, man. Sorry I took the variation off. I took the jar off just because Streamlabs, the jar, like the emoji is just super scuffed. But dude, thank you, man, for the 20. And your free time is in a downtrend, but is there divergence? You must let us know if there is bullish divergence on your oscillators, because there could be impending price action, well, impending free time action reversal to the upside. Is there critical support? Many questions. See, all you've done is made me ask more questions. All right. What's up, Sherlock Holmesy? Nice one, man. Nice name. Okay. So, well, what is going on in chat? How are y'all doing? I mean, I was just live hours ago, and we said, I think probably the last words I said were look for 9,600. We haven't gotten there yet. Got it. How low did we get? 97.64. All right. Again, this is great news. I mean, is the TA not being respected here? All right, you're in a midterm downtrend. You were in a short-term uptrend only to consolidate bearishly. Ended up showing some bearish divergence on the 60-minute. Sold off, but then your attempted rally was a lower high than your previous high. You were 75 to 80% of the way through the development of the consolidation pattern, if you wanted to call it a wedge. Right, the deeper you get, the higher probability that the breakout will be coming. And I said I wouldn't shave. I was not going to shave my beard or my facial hair until we broke out of this consolidation pattern. And I was kind of cocky about it because it's like, you know what's going to come at some point in the next couple days. And it did. It happened, man. Right? So, shaved and all is well in the universe. Again, man, 96.80 something would be crazy. Freaking crazy. I mean, the exchange, wouldn't they want to offload their position at a break-even price? I think they would, especially if all of a sudden, you know, you're showing some divergence on the 60 minutes. 4 hour in time, there is a possibility. We are right at a point where there is the possibility where we could start showing divergence, bullish divergence. And it's, even if it's a slightly higher low, it's just bullish convergence, and it's still pretty freaking good, man. Let's see. Why is this? Okay, I need to probably do this. Yes. Okay, so that's the idea at hand. You get a little bit lower, and then you end up diverging no matter what.
Hey Mitch, this looks like it's forming a parabola in the daily.
Bruh.
Luis, thanks for the $5 super chat. The bat in the jur. Parabola on the daily? What? Here's the daily, man. We were just looking at it. I don't think so. I think you get the parabola curves, right? Right, and they do that, and we were on that track. I think we broke that track here. All right, something like this. Okay, not quite. You see what I'm saying? The parabola was broken. You broke this thing, man. So I don't think you quite got to parabola. I mean we did, and maybe you could have gone higher if the rally was higher. But then, you know, dude, that's not. We don't really want the parabola yet, right? I think that this is, again, the midterm downtrend. Never mind. I think I got rid of it. Excuse me, man. They shouldn't even be showing up, man. But I mean, like, you know, I've got it like a billion other charts. Oh, it's so perfect, man. All right, your midterm downtrend in your long-term uptrend. So you consolidate, and as we've seen in the history of the corn, the Bitcoin, consolidation, look, big run, big recovery, rally, but then stuff happens all over the place, many times in many different runs, where you go too high, too fast, 14K, and then consolidate, sell off, but eventually make a higher low, and then you rally again, and then you do it all over, and then you do it again, do it all over. Excuse me, right? Look at this one right here. What a beaut. How do you even use the wicks like that? See, I don't even know, man, if we would. There it is. Oh, mother of God. Right, so it's like an uptrend, and then you made a lower high, then you dumped, you made a lower high again, you sold off. How many people were like, we're going to 200, man, we're going to 100, but we're in an uptrend, man. It doesn't matter, dude. We're going to 100. You're stupid. We're going to 100 again and again, and they keep saying it until eventually they might be right. But this the trend. You're literally trying to fight the long-term uptrend. Oh, look, we did it again, man. Another one, just another consolidation phase after a really nice move up. A big move up. Oh, lower highs. You dumped, but then eventually rallied, and then you broke out, and then you were gone again, and then another. It's like people just forgetting that we have these crazy 2-month-long consolidation patterns that happen after really, really nice moves up. It just happens. So I don't know, man. But here's another way to look at it. Like this, excuse me, change that right there. One with 1 and 2 here. Well, so, but, you know, saying all that, I don't want you to think that there's not a chance that Bitcoin can't tank. Because, dude, even back there, it could have, right? I mean, there's always a chance, man. Nothing is certain on this market. On any market. Jeez. All probabilities. But you just got to consider the long-term trend you're in. All right. And then trying to call the top on uptrends is, you know, the real top. That's not easy, man. Where you go into a bear trend for like a year. That's right. Blessed 1B says it's like swimming against the current. Exactly. The undertow. The riptide. It'll get you, man. I'm strategically trying to drink this tea. We need a fork. I don't know, man. So at least you know right now, if this is consolidation and this is the apex, that there is a lot more time we can stay within the parameters of this symmetrical-ish triangle. Apex, if you went all the way, October, right? But, you know, I think it's really important here that Bitcoin holds above 9,800. Josh, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome. If you are enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub, right? That's the cadence.
Probabilities, not certainties. Kings, man, kings.
Bruh.
Dude, Alex, man, what's up? It's Mini Mitch, dude. That's what his nickname is now, it seems. Mini Mitch. Welcome. Thanks for the 5. The bat. Yeah, he's the best cameraman ever. Okay, for IRL streaming. Let it be known. So, let's go to the daily on Ethereum. Ah, this isn't the one though. Hold on. Let me, you do see it though. I mean, just on this one, not touched. You're out. You're freaking out, man. Kenny Powers. But with you being out, you're extremely exhausted. All right, seller exhaustion is clear on the daily. Latu, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome. Grab a robe. Sauna's in the back of the suite. All right. So I guess we can just go ahead and apply the stuff I did on the other chart to this one. All right. So you can clearly see in log scale, and I chose log scale simply because of exponential losses.
Peace sign.
Bruh.
Peace, where you going, dude? Cole, why are you leaving? Stay. Thank you, Cole, for the 5. Really appreciate that, man. All right. Having a jet. All right. So it looks wedgy-ish, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And though there's white space and it's arbitrary at the touch points, right? Whatever it is, 2 converging down sloping trend lines that form an apex. Very often that means reversals. Okay, selling has become. It started really violent, but it's getting weaker and weaker. And your oscillators are also indicating the same thing. And yeah, you're right at this little. This is zone, man. It's not like one wick. Okay, we had it. It's just as look. You had like 5 touch points here. You're right back at it again, and it's kind of do or die time. I mean, you're kind of hitting do or die levels for Ethereum. You don't want to really fall below this. But how do you not fall below it if Bitcoin dumps more? You do. You most likely do dump more on Ethereum. And then, right, go figure, right? So that's Ethereum, man. It's out of the beautiful uptrend it had been in, but there is some glimmer of hope just based on the daily time scale and log scale. Mini Mitch reporting for duty. Hype. Nice, dude. Very, very nice. Hold on. Let me my OCD is killing me. Sometimes it just gets me, dude, you know? When there's a pattern that isn't filled in all the way, I get like really freaked out and I'm like, I got to, man. I've got to do this. Okay, whatever, that's perfect. So things to think about. We talked about in the day stream. All right, well, and it could be developing on the daily too. Here's what's very interesting. So right now, as it stands, we're making a lower low. If the daily, you know, you've got like 21 more hours left. But if this closed right here, it'd be a lower low than your previous low. Interesting. Now you wouldn't be getting any help, I mean, at all. It's just staying around 40, staying above 40, I guess, which is okay, but that's still in bearish territory. So anyway, about the 4 hour. So what's it gonna be, Bitcoin? Where will you land? Right now on Bitfinex, sorry dude, it's like too deep of a retrace. Coinbase, it has not done this. Oh no, this isn't even Bitfinex. This is, no wonder it's Tether. Right, Tether is all messed up. Okay, so this one's like hitting a double bottom, not even a valid harmonic right now. It's a no man's land. You can either be a harmonic at an 886, but if you break below 886, it's invalid. Nothing exists except double bottom, and then you go to 113% retrace. The 113% retrace is when you start beginning. That's like where the cipher stuff starts happening. So we'll see if we ever get there, man. I guess on this, 96.14 here, they're just different, man. Exchanges, and it's not the U.S. dollar. It's Tether Connect, big connect there. So look at this, from a low, right down here, we make a lower low down here on the 4 hour. Man, you want to talk about bullish divergence that could develop? Wow, with higher lows to boot. So you make a lower low than your previous low, but you end up, if you do that, the exhaustion sets in, you still end up making higher lows than the previous lows before it, and maybe get that rally. Right, but on the 4 hour, I mean, you're already 34. I mean, you can get, yeah, much more over sold, sure, but when you get oversold, most likely it's not going to be 15. Even against, think about it, a 26, 23, completely oversold, it's still going to be crazy bullish divergence on the 4 hour time scale. That's good, man. That's good. Let's get some contrast here. What is this? Monochromatic. That is what this is. Where my trend lines and my harmonic are the same color, and it's really gross. Man, it's like never go ooh, nice. I like that. I've never done that before. So what is it? You can wear white until after Labor Day, but you can't after. So we're still good on the white harmonics until, well, we got not much time left. So if you're gonna plot your harmonics and make them white, limited time. Okay.
Bruh.
Bye Bitcoin. Where'd Bitcoin go, dude? Are you okay? Did Bitcoin touch you? Whew. I'm on the mic. Yes, I am on. I'm on the line. What is happening, dude? So I'm good. I actually haven't been able to really engage with chat, or have I even looked at XRP. I know it's a crime against humanity. They should put me on trial. So here you are, man. XRP. All right. I know there's a lot of lines here, but you just gotta look left to see why they're drawn. I think there's two right here. I don't need that. No, there was only one. Wow, it looks. Either way, so. What do you think is going on? We talked about this in the day stream, where potential double bottom stuff is developing with some exhaustion going on the oscillator. You can't argue. I mean, though it could obviously break down more, man. These are ideal conditions for how real double bottoms play out, man, right? Class B bullish divergence. It's, bro, you can see a double bottom and there's no divergence or anything like that, okay, whatever. But hey, when you start seeing a potential double bottom develop and you got this going on your oscillators, that's pretty good, man. Pretty good. And you just think about the impulse and the consolidations down sloping. I mean, you flip that over, man. You think about bearish divergence on an asset and an upsloping flag at the top of the upsloping flag. Flip these over to, you can't do it. It doesn't, I'd have to right click. I'm not going to do that. But just imagine this being bearish divergence on both oscillators at the top. Hello? Oh yeah, it just so happens it's a very, very critical resistance point too. And you've been on a run. XRP has been going so bullish from June 21st all the way to today. And here's its attempted rally after the big move up and then the sell-off. Right now we're rallying. Does that give context or a little bit of, not context, but perspective, man? XRP's been killing it. We must do it, man. We must do the spinning Kappa. 2 of them. There you go. Alright. Sorry, I'm just getting this tea down. Hey, Renewable Guy, thanks for the 3 XRP. Wow. XRP tip bot. Thought they closed up shop. I don't know. Thank you, man. Much love. So finally, man, some interesting stuff developing on these timescales, and it's good. All right, it's great. Stuff to talk about. I think I need to go back to the other one. I don't know. I mean, the square up, I don't want to confuse people. See, these are square ups up here. Maybe we should just get rid of them for now, so you don't get scared, confused. Just. Ugh. Hold on, man. I got this. So, what would this... Alright, so there's different bottoms, right? What would this be called? What do y'all think this would be considered? Right, different types of double bottoms. What's the left? What would be this be considered of the type of double bottom that's developing? It's just one word. You don't get this one. Rare Pepe is gonna get you, man. All right, something. Simpies, really? You're literally gonna get it wrong. How do you get that wrong? There we go. James Glenn got it. Oh my God. Hype in the chat. Please clap. That boy good. It's an Eve. It's an Eve. It's rounding. There's the atom and there's the Eve. It's an Eve. Rounding action, man. It's not jagged. Now you get the wick, but once it came back up, rounded. So it's the Eve. Okay. You can get an even Eve. You can get an Adam and Eve. See what I'm saying, man? Okay, so potential double bottom in development for XRP with potential Class B bullish divergence. And if it sells off and gets any lower, then it's just going to end up being Class A bullish divergence. Impending price action, reversal to the upside, man, on XRP. There you go. Expand it, rewind the stream, dude. I give everyone 5 minutes to come on in, you know, to get comfortable. And then we look at Bitcoin and then we go to other things. So, the tea leaves are coming. Ooh, David Bella Toy Adventures, good to see you. Maybe y'all are having a great Wednesday night. All right. Black Plasma. Don't you be Kappa and me, man. Black Plasma, I'm very disappointed you couldn't make it to Vegas, man. Alright, so anyway, this is about the time. When I see XRP on my screen, I'm like, okay, it's about time to engage with chat because I'm 37 minutes in the stream and haven't done the runaround or whatever you call it. The rundown. Alright, just gonna go back up a little bit. Missed most of it. Sorry, I can't get any more back. What's up, 500 pieces? Oh, Panu. When are we panuing? If we can establish a higher low here, if we can really look, C to D. If you made it to D on whatever harmonic we decide to develop here, it'd be a breakout of a 7-week plus long consolidation or downtrend. If you call it a downtrend, it's just correction. You corrected. That, oh gosh, dang. Stay at home dad says 16 more years of bearish kidvergence.
Bruh.
I don't know. I need more sound clips, man. What's up, David B? Barrett, Puma Pay. What's up, Who Let the Bulls Out? Seth Dominus. Tunda, do I think 7K is in play? Not right now. Not literally at this time. No, not right now.
Mitch, an EMP attack would likely erase Nano-S Bitcoin data. Do you recommend a Faraday pouch for protection?
Sometimes I defer to chat. So, TC, man, thank you for the $10 super chat. That's crazy, though. An EMP would erase the Nano. Faraday, chat, would you recommend Faraday to combat against an EMP attack? Whatever is diesel. Okay, do we have any ledgers out there that are run on diesel fuel? Because that's the one I'd want if there was an EMP attack, okay? Thank you. Okay. Some Moonshine Fuel, Cosmic Elf, against Kanatomo. Eric Dobkin. What's up, Jay? Hello, Jimmy. Sorry, y'all. I'm going through chat. Look, I literally just spent, 35 minutes straight just going into technical analysis, right? So, and did the day stream. So I'm here. It's a chill stream. It's raining. I'm soaking wet right now. There's Kappas on the screen. What's up, Josh? Holy man. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna lose all my chat in a sec. We drinking? I'm drinking tea, and all my tea leaves are at the bottom of the. So I'm about to start really getting them. And you could imagine, right? It's just been sitting in there marinating. So, like, super strong tea, I guess. So, Matt Kimball. So, Mr. Lodick. White Boy Slim. Okay. It very well could. It could, man. And we would we'd understand if it could. Look. I mean, people saying 8K, 6K, fine, right? Whatever. But can we at least, the people saying we're going to do that, can we at least, like, where is it, man? It's not showing up. Can we at least say we need to make lower highs first? Or, sorry, lower lows first? More lower lows? Wouldn't you agree? That would make your analysis a little bit more, I don't know, real? Because so far we're just making, we made lower lows, then we got stonewalled. The sellers got stonewalled, and we rallied to make a lower high. And now we're making another higher low than your previous low. And potentially right here, we could be making a double bottom or a slightly lower low that could end up being a higher low than your previous lows with, we know on the 4 hour, the bullish divergence that could come to be. All right, so it's not that I'm just like a perma bull. I'm just saying, man, like, let's zoom out and let's not quickly forget what we've done so far. All right, and it can just look like this. All right, and I'm just having both up now or something, I guess, right? There it is. You know, it's an uptrend, and then you got a short-term or mid-term downtrend, whatever, dude. What's up, Mustache? Oh, Eric Coffeen, what's up, man? Eric Coffeen is, he found this ancient Bitcoin artifact deep in the mountains of the West, and it is on its way to my residence. Can't wait. It will sit in the ancient jar, or not jar, the ancient heirloom chest that was handed down to me from my kin. And this tea has really opened up my mind. Wow, not bad. Can I remind you of the name of the indicator below the MACD, the relative strength index, Malcolm, if you're still here? Trying to catch him on chat. All right. Whoa. Why would, if anyone's like begging for cryptos, why would anyone ever beg for Tron? Why wouldn't you just beg for Bitcoin or the US dollar? Why are you begging for Tron Connects, dude? I don't understand. Marinating like the pools in Vegas. That's right, Mr. Loaded. Bury your wallet under gold. Okay. Kevin Grubb says, Mitch, I dare you not look at chat. Between that and not looking at Bitcoin, it's unreal, man. I know, dude. I know. How am I feeling? Feeling better, but just a different type of blah. Because it's like, it was like the mycoplasma stuff. So it was going from like the sinuses and the throat to the chest. That's like how the bacteria works. And it tries to give you pneumonia, but like, I went in and took care of business yesterday, so it has no chance. It's just getting wrecked right now. Literally getting destroyed. But just dealing with the coughs and some more draining and all that. That's just my immune system, T cells doing their thing. Okay, I don't even know what y'all are talking about. People talking about potato chip bags. We have a potato chip bag in our community. It's his name. It's like air in the potato chip bag. Y'all talking crap about him? Okay, so this is all above me. The Faraday stuff, okay. Mushroom tea, crypto hippie? Is that even real? What's up, Trevor? Okay, so, hey man, just don't forget about it. Don't forget about XRP here. Don't forget about the coinciding variables that are, developing. You got like 4-ish developing right now. Hold on.
Bruh.
Here it is, chat. You've got 4-hour bullish divergence in the MACD, 4-hour bullish divergence in the RSI, potential double bottom. You got MACD bullish divergence on the daily. If you went a little bit lower, just a little bit on a candle close below 2 or 26.111 cents, you could have, or at it, you end up having tail end daily RSI bullish divergence. What? I'm talking about all the makings of a potential Varsity athlete. XRP could be for real, dude. It could be really for real. Anyone else seeing this, or am I just taking crazy pills? Are alts ready? Some of them definitely look like they're ready to roll, man.
For education, why would you not have a trade set up at 9,650? I'm asking because I was going to enter their measured move and other stuff you talked about.
Well, it's like profit taking levels for a short. If one was to you know, take a short at the top of the wedge or whatever, right? And there was like bearish divergence in the 60 minutes, right? And you knew like the 50%, 618, 382, we could sell off. That's for those people to take profit, not necessarily to enter a trade. Okay. But just as it stands, all right, look at this asset here, you know, like this didn't have a nice wedge, but there are different areas to low risk areas to take longs. But that in itself, right, so we don't know, like the measure move can get hit, and measure moves are great points of reference to take profit, because sometimes you just, hey, if you're not using Fibonacci, how else do you target, right? It's just an old school way of targeting. And so like when you get to those targets, it doesn't necessarily mean the selling's done. Just as easily, think about this, I was talking about this before, just as easily as you could hit the 886 wherever, right there, you could continue selling. And I remember seeing this back here where we were down here, or we were up here. I was in Newark, New Jersey, you know, like had to wait a day for my airplane, and it kept selling, right? And it exceeded the 886. Okay. And so it was like, okay, this is not a bat, so it could just become the cipher. Literally said that, talked about that. And where do we go? 130% retrace. Kept selling off, kept on going, man. It was really tough here on this one. Really tough finding that bottom, because it's like you just held on to all that negative momentum until you finally got down there, and the divergence was there, but it was just so much of it. It then eventually just broke to the upside. But again, these patterns are not meant for you, one, to be going long at C. They're actually meant for one to be going short at D, which, remember that, right? Once we got the 786, I was like, I'll leave you with this, man. We are at the PCZ of this cipher. If it's going to play out bearishly, this is it. This is the time. We wake up, it's like Christmas Day. It's like, are you kidding me, dude? Seriously? Destroyed. Okay? Does that help any? Let me know. FPF Stang. Thanks, man, again for the 5.
Bruh.
If you're joining the live stream, that like button, the bell, that sub. You get it, man. You get it, dude. Alright, so this could just, if market participants wanted to push it down, dude, my internet is terrible. I'm losing all my KBS right now. Super, super bad right now. I'm getting EMP'd by China. Getting EMP'd. So look, as I was saying before the KBS went to 0, we could stop here, right? But if the selling pressure picks up more, we could go down just like we did before. 130%. 100. It could go as low, if there's going to be a harmonic, the max it could go is a 1414 fib extension before the rally. Okay. Does that make sense? Sweet. Alexandre Oliveria, thanks so much for the sub, man. Welcome. Sorry, my sinus pressure and all that. It's just annoying. What, I buffered in the middle of my explanation? Are you kidding me, dude? Did I really, chat? No one got that. See, FPF Stank saying he got it. I don't believe you. I don't know, Mindshift. Super sketch. Awesome. FPF Stang, man. Do we need to go lower? No, we don't need to go lower, but certainly could go lower. But we talked about in the day stream, and we have gone lower since then, and it could keep going. But see, I would like the idea of another higher low, or like the same low on the 4 hour with divergence. I mean, look, it's setting up, man. Like, of course, it could go to crap. This negative moment could just keep picking up and we could just dump to oblivion. Whatever. Always that possibility. But you gotta admire the candle low closes and the lower levels of relative strength and momentum. Negative Momo. Eric, caffeine, man. Yeah, a little better. What's up, Roni? No, it is not. It's just a potential bat pattern. Of course we have a Discord. We have one of the most active Discords in all of crypto. In the English-speaking world, anyway. Someone want to link that? Yeah, if you want to keep the conversation going when this live stream inevitably ends, join our Discord. You want to get in contact with anyone in this live chat or me, best way to do it is Discord. Post it, somebody, please. If not, I think the link is in the description below. All right. I think we'll see what number we're at right now. Dude, this is bad. It's crazy. They gave me like a dud router or something, or the Wi-Fi thing. It's so weird. See, I didn't have a problem with my other one, but I couldn't utilize my bulbs. Are we having some... Am I having performance issues tonight? Can you tell? Let's see. Members. We have 4,446. Dang, dudes. We just had 4444 members of our Discord. Dude, this army is getting rather large and powerful. Thanks, Kanatomo, man. Oh my god, it's Stone Man stacking stones. Wow. It's been a minute, dude. Hope you've been using your legs, not your back. I'm sure you have. Because the last time we talked, you had very strong legs. Thanks, man. And Jason Feller, the Miami nightclub Jesus Man, is also here. These OGs coming out of the woodworks. Fantastic. It looks a little rainy. Yeah, Ernest, man, I'm soaking wet, dude. Stream's okay? All right. Be careful. Well, man, we got our eye on it, dude. We definitely have our eye on Bitcoin. Yes, breaking below this 98.57 on the daily. You got a little support at 9,600, but we've been down there before rallying. So, yes, the uptrend seems like it could be a little bit in jeopardy, but you got to hold that, man. And you look at this point, the 4 hour is Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. Your only hope on Bitcoin here. Seriously, just this exhaustion's starting to set in on nearly the same low, and it could go lower, of course. But that just means you have a stronger form of bullish divergence that could develop. Okay. I'm drawing this because we talked about this in the day stream. It could go, we could sell off, which we are. We're selling off and we're losing our relative strength, right? But we could still end up on lower lows or the same low, have bullish divergence. Okay. You're buffering now. Might be time. No, it has nothing to do with me dual computer streaming. No way. I'm okay. I have a supercomputer that sometimes freezes. It's just kind of like, you know, sometimes your family members have imperfections and you just have to deal with it. That's the way we're looking at this computer right now. It hasn't frozen in a while. But no, I just got to get another router that can not be terrible and also utilize my smart bulbs. At the club space, man, in Miami. Oh, there might be a trip planned in Miami for this winter. Talking to somebody or multiple people. So, stream is freezing every 5 seconds now. It has been buffering. Dude, there's literally no reason why. So what would happen if I just unplugged this and went directly from my PC into the router? How long would I be disconnected? It should pop right back on, right? Maybe the EMP is real. Maybe Klein, man. Maybe it's real, man. No, it's just unstable. Very unstable. I've never seen it do any. I mean, maybe a couple times when I was having serious issues, but other than that. All right. So guess who's up after hours? Nordstrom, dude. They're up like 11%. You want to see Nordstrom's chart, man? Big joke, dude. This is just a disgusting, gnarly downtrend. So from your previous low, major low to major high, you're right at that 1272 fib extension. And it's weird because, let's see here. You had, it surged 11% after hours. Strong profit despite weakening second quarter sales. Cut its full year guidance. How do you go up in price after hours when the guidance gets cut? They cut the guidance for net sales and earnings. Wow. Full year earnings per share between $3.25 and $3.50, down from its previous expectation for earnings per share between $3.25 $3.65. Okay. L Brands, you know, the owners of Victoria's Secret, also down just 1% after hours. Better than expected profits. That's great, man. Profit. What about revenue, man? We'll see. Same store sales of Victoria's Secret fell 6%, more than analyst expectations for a drop of 3.9. Okay, but comparable store sales at Bath and Body Works grew 8%, better than 6.3% expected. Great. Retail? Who does retail? Well, I mean, anything that has something to do with clothing. You know, clothing sales have like crashed this year. It's one of like the leading indicators that Raoul Paul talks about, and the real vision is the recession coming. You see the buffers now? Just making. What is it? Recession warning signs? No official recession. What, Russ? Are you just saying things? It's YouTube. No, I don't think it's YouTube side. I'm looking at my KBS, and it had to do with my whatever Wi-Fi thing that I'm connected to directly, but it's going through to the router, and somehow crappy stuff's going on. Dang, dude, we got Drist in the house.
Bruh.
Hype in the chat for Adam Felsman. Good to see you, man. Fellow family member here, dude. What? Until there was enough delay. Huh. Ooh, Scott C says more federal rate cuts. Dude, brace yourself. They're coming, right? I mean, dude, equities market. They put the gun to the Fed's head, and they're like, hey, you don't cut rates, we're going to dump this thing. And the Fed's like, okay. Janet Yellen had to do the same thing. Do you remember? But yeah, And now you got the president pretty much doing the same thing as the equities market. Hey, you better cut rates or else. And so they're like, what do they do? You know? Well, it's bad because, like, what happens when everything does come crashing down and you got nowhere to go? You might have to go negative interest rates. Like, what? Thanks, Moon Landing, man. Potato chip bags. What do you mean, man? All right, so 98.69. Oh, sorry. We look on the late. Oh my god, man. What happened to the stream? Dang, dude, is it really doing that? Yeah, I might just take my chance and like go direct, but then yeah, that will suck. Dang it, man. So the new 4-hour candle, I've been live now an hour and 4 minutes. If you are enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. See what we can do, man. Can we make it happen? Thanks for the 600 people tuned in right now, man. It's a late night stream. It's Crypto and Chill. Any remember Crypto and Chill? Type 1 if you remember Crypto and Chill. Type 2 if you don't. Go. I'd lose it, but I could just come back and it wouldn't be unstable anymore. It's just wild right now. Oh my god. Oh man. Beautiful, man. Here they come, man. Here come the numbers. Decent amount of twos. Well, remember, exchanges, their goal is to, this what the square ups are for, man. The exchanges, the pumps and dump, dude, it's all about squaring up, man. It's all about facilitating buys and sells and then taking a cut, taking a fee every single time, taking that rake. That's what they want. The base hits, not the home runs. Even though they do have people that are also trading. It's a organic thing. It's not just, they don't just do one thing, they do multiple things. So yeah. So Josh, no, we don't know about the bottom yet, but definitely getting exhausted here. You're like at the same low, and you're showing lower levels of negative momentum, and right now higher levels of relative strength, and you could even dip lower. You could even dip lower and go to 9600, 9650 for a square up, and probably get or still have bullish divergence on the 4-hour. So this is lining up to be pretty decent. This is pretty good. I mean, these oscillators are indicators that tell us, they're articulating to us, hey, the sellers are just not as strong as they were on this first dump, right? Now it's like, oh man, aren't downward bottoming maybe and diverging. 60 minutes also diverging. What? Mr. Anderson, are you okay? Mr. Anderson, call up Mr. Wellington. I hear he could help with that stuff. All right. Canatomo, you can give him his number. Whatever. My God, dude, it's like seaweed. Look, it's seaweed, man. But it's not like we haven't seen things like this develop before. Right? Recently. The first 4-hour bullish divergence on the RSI we had seen since February 8th of this year, many moons ago. And guess what, man? You might be doing it again with higher lows than these lows. And if it happened, okay, truly if it happened, the way we had it painted before, momentum shift, can't fool me. If the momentum shifting, that's just higher lows, accumulation, reaccumulation. But I understand there's price contraction too, right? So you can't just say it is complete reaccumulation without, there's still distribution that's been going on. Oh my God, my music's everyone. What? Excuse me. Dream your life. Life your dream. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Let's go, man. Hey, we're over 19,400. Just 4 more until 19,420.
Is that a joint?
Right, this one's just the one that I have, kind of. What's happening? So it's like, though you could go lower, yes, inside of this price contraction. Come on down to 9,500, whatever, man. You're right here at a critical support from May of 2018. Trying to hold, look, think about it like this, man. You can definitely think about it like this, where you fell below and then double bottom to rally. And then when you did, what did you do? You never back tested this area of support ever on the way up, did you? Hold on, music's low. One could almost argue that this is some sort of spring back test. Okay, where you fell below, you rallied, and now you're back testing some more. And if you could hold here and the divergence showing that we're exhausted, hey man. The depressing Andreas Felipe, we have no idea. I think that having cash is really good for depressions. Okay, and then just being ready for the world to implode so you can, pick the bones when it's all said, when all the dust settles, you can take advantage of opportunities that would arise. Remember the Great Recession that lasted 1.7 years, 2007, 2009. Right, there was so much opportunity down there. And trying to teach, if, when this happens, I'll be happy to cover all of the mania with you live eventually after a year and a half of just devastation. Hopefully you'll still be here and we'll be able to see the same stuff we saw in Bitcoin when it hit 3150, 3343, the Gartleys, all those things that happen in crypto, they happen on the stock market too, man. Reversals happen, okay? Trends reverse, they change, and we can signify that. We can look and see it develop because it takes time. It takes a lot of time. So is Bitcoin a safe haven for a depression? Probably not in the short term. Precious metals weren't even really a safe haven in the short term of a crash. Everything crashed just about. A short is a good safe haven for market crashes, but depressions, shorting all the pops, right? Taking profit on the drops. That over and over and over again, right? All you have to do is just flip the chart over, man. Just be like, oh man, oh man, we're in a downtrend. We're in a huge, nasty downtrend. Well, okay. You just short everything. Short the pops or the drops. And how about that? Isn't that crazy? So Volkowski would be pretty neutral right here. He would say, well, man, you gotta wait for confirmation of a breakout. So all the people that are bearish are saying 2K. Okay, man. Why can't we just talk about 9,400 being extremely important? If you break that, you might be in a lot of trouble, right? What's wrong with that, dude? 8,800 is also important, but then big one is 7,500. That's so important. You break that, the trend's pretty much dead. Okay, the uptrend is in a lot of jeopardy. but it's not that. It's Kappa. It's this. All right. Spot talk, we'll see, man. Don't get cocky. I just think that if you're thinking about value of Bitcoin, think about, all right, so it's like around $200 billion market cap. And you got to think about all the people involved with the development of it, right? Think about all the energy used to mine around the world every day, the ledgering of the different transactions between peers to peers, right? All that is worth way more probably than $200 billion. And that's a way to just look at the value of Bitcoin. That's all, and it being unhackable so far. Track record is insanely good, and costs more money to mine Bitcoin than gold now, and a finite supply. So there's arguments that can be made for Bitcoin. It's just a different bet than gold. It is not the same. Very speculative asset here with not much track record comparative to gold. 6,000 years. Let's go on gold. But hey, nothing wrong with being in at the beginning. We're still kind of in there at the beginning on Bitcoin. Seems like, you know, and the thing is, if it goes to much lower prices, fine. It's still serving the same purpose, store value, that is impossible to hack so far. What have you kissed, JS? I don't know, man. Bitcoin futures anchoring Jacob G. It's the same, pretty much. We're out though. But yeah, you know, futures, derivative, spot price is pretty freaking important. Okay, yeah, this is 98.60 right now, lower than the spot price, and it is outside of the uptrend. But technically, I think that the spot price is kind of out too. But look left, the most important thing right now is this. The support zone back from May. Spot price and futures are right there holding for now. Nicholas, I mean, dude, Miami Dolphins. Enough said, Kappa. It won't even matter. Even like people say, why is it that once it's all mined, who cares then? It's like, I mean, people are still going to get rewarded for ledgering transactions, so they'll still be making money even if Bitcoin's all the way mined. Wow, Lou. I remember my first post ever on a live stream when I was 12. Evan Matthews, can you elaborate more? He says, watching this stream with a buzz is totally different than sober. Let me know, man. Come on. Give me a real in-depth analysis of your sober versus buzzed stream experience. All right. Yeah, Cantemo. Is it, say something to me again in that chat. Is it bad, man? How bad is it, dude?
Like Spike in the chat.
Mr. Loaded, man, thanks for the 3s, dude. Appreciate it, dude. What's up, Ojai? So we're just here hanging out. I mean, I was saying I would stick around at least for the end of the you know, when I go live, there's an hour left till the 4-hour close. I'm normally good with that. So I'm good now. Can't tell me nothing. It's not me. The scrubby router is okay for now. You mean? Say it. Gold 6,000 years versus XRP 600 weeks. Why have we been bringing up XRP in that conversation? Shouldn't even be in the same conversation with gold. Okay. What did I say about the Miami Dolphins? They have like an official crypto. Like you can use Litecoin for making transactions in their facilities, at their stadium. The official crypto. It's kind of like that. Remember that stupid song back in the early 2000s? Right about now, the funk show, brother. Right? That one, that was like, it's the official NFL song. It's kind of like that, but for Litecoin crypto. That's the Miami Dolphins thing. All right. It's about that important. That's right, young love, dude. Me too, man. We're good for Peter Brandt, Jacob Lee, because we're not using. Okay, he feels, he believes, but right now, and maybe it'll be at 2 cents later. We're just talking about the midterm, short term here. We're not even talking about like calm down with 2 cents, man. It's like we're going to 2K. It's like, well, you got to get to 7K, 5K, 3K even before these other numbers, and you're not going to go straight down. You're going to make moves, and we like using indicators, oscillators, supports, Fibonacci to determine reversals at least for a little bit before you dump again if it happens, right? So yes, like okay, Peter Brandt. All right, go ahead. Just keep on like saying 2 cents. Congratulations. These are coinciding variables going on. Wow. Well, that's cool, Jacob G. That's not a stupid song. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it was weird. Thanks, Kanatomo, man. Dolphin players get paid with Litecoin? Really? Miami Dolphins, you didn't even know? Nicholas, that's okay, man. People can bash all they want. Alright? Yes, this is indicating sellers right now are exhausted. Oh, mother of God, man. Just, I guarantee you, people being like, no way, man, no way. If you flip the chart over, they'd be like, no way. Like, they'd be like, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, totally. This is totally okay. This is totally not exhausted. Critical resistance points you hadn't seen since freaking September of 2018, August 2018. Double topping. Divergence on both oscillators on the 4-hour and the daily. Give me a break, man. The perfect storm. So Gregory Dean. Take a shot. You take a shot. Don't tell me what to do. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't. What more do you want on a Wednesday night? Okay, I mean, talking about some seriously good stuff, potentially. There's very, very good things happening right now. If you don't notice on the 4-hour on not just Bitcoin, but altcoins too. What? So maybe it's just been on Bitcoin, not on alts, but now it's on both, and it's on the daily, not Bitcoin's daily time scale, but Bitcoin's 4-hour and 60-minute time scale, and the altcoin's daily time scale and 4-hour time scales. Holy crap. Oh my god, I hate this. It's so bad. Why can't I just have good things? Doesn't matter. You spend as much money as you want, Ray. It doesn't matter. Try to reinvest in the stream. And, yeah, get screwed, Ray. Oh my god. What was that? It's called a really trash. This is what old people use in townhomes router that Spectrum hooked me up with. And I had another one that I've been using that was fantastic, I guess, but it wouldn't, my Philips app wouldn't work with it. So it's like, gotta take it back, man. I'm not gonna use that. It's like $300. I'm not gonna spend $300 on something to not be able to utilize things. Like, what a ripoff. I know, David. I know. I don't know. Just think about, all right, but think about this, man. Like, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but like the graphics I use, the computing power that is required, the screens, the 55, like all this stuff, man, it's a lot. So, and the amount of applications I have to use within, like the software, you can just imagine it's just a numbers game. It's just all these different softwares lining up with the hardware, and they're just like, oh, meh, update, get wrecked. Right? Coding. If you're a coder, you probably know this. How, like, you can patch one thing and it ruins 3 other things. Okay. All right, sorry. Huh, no one's in my area, dude. Sorry. Not for crypto, dude. Yes, I did, Mr. Lodick. Scrub patch. What am I gonna do about it? No, like this. Yeah, there was that error, but it was a completely different thing that's going on right now. This is just kilobytes per second being like, I can't keep up. I'm stupid. Ugh. Good luck, Moss Drummer, man.
Love the show. Can you review bullish and bearish trends for BTC in the short term? Where are we going? Thanks.
Gregory, thanks, man, for the 5. I can't.
Is that a joint?
Chow, it's at 19,420 subs. So, is that a joint was warranted? You just say, talk about what I've talked about? Review bullish and bearish trends for Bitcoin in the short term. Well, short term, I mean, we were just in one and we broke out bearishly, right? We were in a short-term uptrend, which is just your consolidation. Short-term trends, I wouldn't worry too much about the shorter-term trends, like the definitive short-term trends. I would worry more about the mid-term and long-term trends. The long-term trend is bullish right now. The mid-term trend is down, sloping. You can clearly see it on your screen, right? The equidistant channel. And the short-term was right here. This was a short-term trend. And you broke it, and now we could be double bottoming. Good God, close enough. Is no one seeing this at all? I mean, like, I'll wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, whatever, man. What's going to happen tonight? With us showing this exhaustion? Where are the sellers? Why are they not coming in yet? And why are our oscillators looking so good? Okay. I don't know. Where are we going? We're looking for C, a pivot point, which the 886, the max you want to go is not 9650. So If you break that, then you got the 9,500. Then after that, you're going down to like 9,200, 9,300, which you're not really wanting because it starts breaking other really important supports. This is kind of it, man. This is like, chat, you really, really, really want this 4-hour divergence to play out. It's literally your Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because you don't want to fall below this. You want to hold it. You fell below it, but no candle closes, and you're trying again. Trying to make a higher low. And though you can't see on the daily right now, there is hope on the 4-hour. Oh, dude, mind shift.
Bruh.
That's the one I'm taking back, man.
Look into the Netgear Nighthawk router and it's been flawless for me.
Not me. You got do you have Philips smart bulbs? Because I do, and it won't work. It won't work. No matter what I do. I had my tech guy come over and he couldn't even figure it out, man. No one can figure it out. So I'm about to send back. I mean, it was fine for everything except that. And it's like, that is a deal breaker for me. If you can't use my Philip Hue, you can't connect, then get out. Thank you, Mindshift, for the 5 and the recommendation. But I just boxed that piece of crap up. Just reading, hanging out. I don't know, man. It's like the 2.4 like gigahertz or whatever it's called, like that. It won't connect. I don't know. It's really stupid. What's up, Julian? Help me, Obi Pepe Kenobi. You're my only hope yet. Can someone do that? Yeah, Jacob G. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's fine, but not fine for me. I can't deal with that. With your night gear, Miami Dolphin, your literal night hawk, whatever, Netgear night hawk. All right, we're back to 10K.
Bruh.
Quintuple digits. Kangs. Just remember, don't say, we didn't say anything about it. Don't say, oh, good, man. Whatever. It didn't happen. And the alts look even better than Bitcoin. Like, the alts are even showing even more promise because the daily. I'm not getting new smart bulbs, man. These are the best smart bulbs that exist. It's not that. It's it won't connect to the hub. So much drainage, man. It's disgusting.
Bruh.
Thanks, Monster Hammer. Chopping Brat, what's up, man?
Bruh.
Why do the D-bags on CNBC talk about the upcoming death cross, like today? Gig 'em.
2 seconds, man. Thank you so much for the 10. Seriously. The upcoming death cross that you're not even close to? Now, it does suck, right? I mean, if you look at the moving averages, you know, yeah, you're below the 50. Let me turn the 20 on too. All right, you're below all the 2 that you need to get above. You're below them, right? You ran up and you failed to break them, which isn't really that good. And that's probably why there's a lot of different opinions on.
I went over the trading strategy you showcased on stream a while back in Discord on BTC. I went over the strategy on why I took a long position as well as my risk/reward ratio. Educational purposes, of course.
Is that a joint?
James, what do you mean? What's going on? Oh yeah, I mean, just divergence. Yeah, sure, man. He's just talking about, yeah, I'm sure if you have bullish divergence near a double bottom, it's low risk either way. Yeah, so looks like maybe close to 3 to 1. Yeah, man, sure. I mean, absolutely. Look, if you are showing this type of stuff, these are lower risk entries for longs. It's the exact same thing with the cipher, man. We're showing divergence at the 886 or so. Well, here, but you know, it was like the 786 for the no. This was not the pattern. Like, don't worry about the crab. There was another one, like a smaller pattern. And once this divergence developed, man, it was like impending price action versus the upside, and here it was. And you remember how many people, dude? How many effing people were coming in here? You know it, man. We're like, no, dude, we're going down. We have to. We have to fall below the EMAs, blah, 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 blah. We're going to 8,800. You're stupid, Ray. You're stupid for even thinking that. It just gets, it's so stupid. Like, people act like they're certain about things. I'm never certain about anything. And I'm just telling you the probabilities are higher that we could break to the upside here because of this stuff developing. And if it fails, it does. But again, you got to play the house. You got to be the house man. Play the numbers game. I can't even talk.
And if you can control the frequencies, you can control all kinds of emotions.
I don't understand, man. Like, I can't get it. It's like, I sound like a robot. My name is JP.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
God, man. Why look at chart inverted? Because people, like, get, all right, think, dude, it's like your uptrend, your little midterm uptrend. You're in a stupid bear trend right now. It's awful. And yeah, eventually, finally, a selling climax comes in. And then you go through a 2-month long correction. But then what happens? In this little uptrend, you start making lower highs? What? Lower freaking highs? Seriously? And now we might be double topping with bearish divergence? Starting to round out? This is the long-term trend, man. It's bearish. FPF staying. For people that are just, I don't know, man. It definitely helps. It doesn't really matter to me, but it definitely helps a lot of people. Why don't you ask the chat? FPS staying? Ask the chat if it helps them sometimes, if they are getting, like, scared or something of a trend. It's like, it's just trend analysis, man. Mr. Sofer, welcome, dude. Clearly a fake out. What's the fake out, Timothy? What's clear and what's a fake out? What you talking about? So Big Keith. Thanks, Moon Landing. You love the chart flips. See? Mari says it helps too, man. So don't ask me. Ask the chat. See? Mind shift. They all agree somewhat. Boom. See? Even High Desert Garden is cool with it, man. So... But yeah, let's just look at the moving averages and say screw the trend, screw everything else, screw the divergence in the 4 hour. Just look at moving averages. A lagging indicator, not even a leading indicator. You know, leading indicators right here. We're looking at them, the leading indicators. lagging indicator, leading indicator, impending indicator. All right, whatever. Good one, Big Keith, man. It's just inverting. It's really the invert. You're just inverting the chart. That's it. Mr. Stover's your friend. Glad he subbed. Me too, man. Tell him thanks. If he's watching. Tell him I apologize for my voice sound like Kermit the Frog.
Something underneath your feet. Something that's breaking the floor open with all your dreams to come true.
Okay. Yeah, but stay-at-home dad. No, we can't look at history because history doesn't repeat itself. But it's like, okay, I mean, so what then? We just don't do anything, right? Nope. Okay, then we succumb to CNBC and everyone with their fib circles that we're going to zero in five minutes. Okay, whatever. Let's not use critical thinking and use things that have helped us in the past with Bitcoin. Call it legendary bottoms. Legendary. That's right, RS Nerd. That's right. Additional info. It's not really additional info. It's just perspective. Keith, does it now? Does it look like it now?
Thanks for the awesome hope the Hugh Ball issue gets solved. I enjoy mine, Mitch.
You enjoy your bulbs or not? Thank you for the 5 though, Miami Dolphin man. Should have tipped in Litecoin. Your team's coin, dude. Cabo. Thank you. They're called harmonics decimal, but they're not. Butterfly is a type of harmonic. It's just one of many or multiple ones. All right. Ben maybe, dude. I don't know. Boom, high desert garden. Let's go, dude. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't do this often. This is very rare actually when I do this, but I'm cool with it. High desert garden. Next time we speak, something good will happen. Okay, man. Congratulations. All right. Tea leaves say 1200. Oh boy, we're screwed now. I mean, it's just like, why can't we talk about like what's literally happening right now versus what could happen a very long time from now? That's just what I don't get, right? Yeah, Decimal. Hey man, if you want a good, well, hey, Decimal. I recommend you go to my YouTube channel, go to the education tab, and then watch the video, How to Fibonacci, because harmonics are using confluence areas to help you determine good entries and sell points, right? So one needs to master Fibonacci before they get into harmonics, okay? Definitely get a cup of coffee. It's a 16-minute long video. I do everything I can to explain thoroughly Fibonacci and how it works, and it's just from beginning to end, man. Tons of education in that video. You should all watch it if you haven't. The new subs tonight, old subs, if you haven't, go watch it, man. Just for y'all. It's serious stuff, man. It's like, I don't know how you can go through charting without Fibonacci. Okay. No, Toshira, I don't. I use traditional Fibonacci. I don't need to use circle fibs. Okay. Because circle fibs evidently make people say their certainties, and it's crazy, and it's of course going to happen, and we're screwed. We're going to 2K and going to capitulate. That's all that I hear about these fib circles, dude. So no thanks, man. Whoever's teaching it sounds like a terrible teacher. All right. So no, I use traditional Fibonacci and I use confluence, and that's AKA harmonics. Oh, Professor Sin, welcome, dude. You should meet Mr. Wellington, man. Kappa. All right, so this terrible downtrend we've been in, we're finally breaking the upside, but now we're making lower highs. Crap. Dang, what's upsloping consolidation after a downtrend? And in the upsloping consolidation, we're making lower highs. That's not good, man. That's really not favorable price action for this asset. Kappa. Mini kappas. Excellent dark cloud cover, man. So Mitch Kang. Sure, Mr. Anderson. Sure, dude. Everyone knows that. No, actually, no one does. Those are just EMAs, dude. Just momentum. It's just a momentum indicator. And it's not good for swing trading on significant time scales.
Miss Ray. Crypto called the Nutella and Mountain Dew. The whole town of Greenbow was celebrating a return. Jalen Hurts Heisman 2019. Boomer Sooner. How is Turb doing? Time for a gallon of milk. P would be proud.
Bruh.
Cliff Richard, thanks for the 589. Oh, sorry, I gotta do it.
XRP going to the moon. Yeah.
And it might not even be ironic right now, looking at the indicators on the daily and 4 hour in the pattern development at critical support levels. Myth Ray. It always says that. Myth Ray. Thank you, dude. No, I don't look at turf these days. I'm over the turfs. Mr. Wellington told me to send all my coins to Nigeria. And I can become rich. Hey, Mr. Anderson, I'll take it this is definitely your first time in this stream. And that's okay, man. This is a technical analysis show, right? Teaching people how to use coinciding variables, critical thinking, and areas of value to take longs or shorts, to make profit, doing it. Swing trading. I don't know, Jacob, man. I don't look at crap anymore like that. It's just like, what's the point, dude? It's illiquid. There's no one even making markets on those S coins anymore. Okay. Need to get 800 billion market cap again before all those S coins will have markets to be made. No Kangers, I don't. Anyway, man, I don't know. I've been live for an hour and 46 minutes. Chat. Can you believe it, man? Thanks for the 625 people still here on this late night crypto and chill episode, it seems. Where you can say all you want about 2K, fib circles, we're going to zero, we're going to capitulate randomly, going to just capitulate when we're showing exhaustion on the 4 hour right now. We've been making higher lows. We've been in a correction for 2 months. Anyone talking about their oscillators? What are their oscillators saying? I don't even want to know, man. Thanks, Kangers, man. Well, gotta get a wife first, I think, right? Well, I do. I'm not gonna do any single stuff, whatever. But thanks, man. Professor Sin says retribution. For what, dude? Retribution for what? That's right, Sprocket, man. Mr. Wellington knows we're going to 2K into fib circles, man. Dude, capitulation only happens after you're already in a stupid downtrend and it's at the end of a down cycle, right? Think about it. If capitulation, anyone bring up the word capitulation, if anything, it could be capitulation to the upside, right? Because you're in an uptrend, you consolidated for 2 months, you're making higher lows now, you're showing some accumulation. Even though there's distribution going on, there's still accumulation, there's price contraction. But again, what's the long-term trend? All right. What's up, crypto beginner, man? It's all good, dude. Don't be mad about being in my, and people got lives. People got things to do, dude. I understand. Where do I see exhaustion on the 4 hour, Mr. Baller? Well, exhaustion is when you're making divergence. When you diverge, when you're making about the same low, or even we could sell off a little bit more. We could sell off somewhat more.